going, Coach?
Hey, how are you?
Great. So thanks for meeting with me.
No problem. I look forward to it.
Yeah. So how's the season going?
It's been going pretty well. I definitely think we've had our ups and downs. So, we've had some highlights. We have a winning record so far, so that's good. We're leading the conference, but we definitely have some games that are just not good.
Not good.
So, yeah, and then
Is it against the good or the better teams or?
it's the bad teams, we end up playing down to their level, and it's just a nightmare that I'm just like, what are we doing here? Like, it's just
That's baseball for you.
Unbelievable.
So I'm here because you must be interested in a pitching machine or something because
Yeah, we're looking to upgrade a little bit.
it's that time of year when shoulders starting to fall off, ain't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
So thanks for contacting Jugs. We're here to obviously provide the best equipment for you and your team. So the one we have is going to be our Jugs 101 pitching machine.
Okay.
It's still the top of the line model. It is our best for baseball. Also, there's a couple features where you can adjust for that. But again, this is the one that's going to make or break your season.
Okay.
But so one thing I want to ask you is, how much time do you actually spend working with your players when you're throwing BP?
We do have a variety of stuff that we like to do for BP. So, of course, we like T-work, we like our soft toss. I will front toss occasionally. Our assistant coaches will front toss. And then we do have like an old school pitching machine that literally is like a crank that you put a ball
Gotcha.
in, you crank it, and then it shoots out. So, it's really like not a lot of quality BP for our players, in my opinion. So I think if we could actually upgrade and give them something that they can work with, I think it would greatly improve our practice dynamic as well as how we perform in games.
Well, that's exactly what you're looking for, and that's why a pitching machine is so great, because instead of you standing there and trying to help the player while you're throwing BP, you can actually have one of the other players sit there and feed the ball
Right.
in, and you can stand right next to them.
Okay.
Which is, for me, that's important and that's your job as a coach, is to help every player as best you can and improve them as best they can and help them for the next level. So, for just looking ahead, are you're in charge of all the decisions, I'm guessing, as the head coach?
Yes, I do have to go through our AD as far as keeping in our budget and everything like that. So I am doing but I make primary purchases and things like that, but I do have to get everything cleared through our AD.
Right. And is it all fundraising money, or did you do the Rockies tickets again this year?
We did do Rockies tickets, and a majority of it is fundraising, but of course we have a fee that all of our players have to pay before the season starts. So that all gets put into our pot, which helps. So
you're something. This is going to be something where it's going to be working in your budget pretty well.
It is definitely doable right now. Yes.
Cool, great. So let's see from what I think would be a great features for you. First thing is when you get into that varsity level, that helping a player understand where the corner of the strike zone is probably very important for you. Because
Yes.
you want your player to know that pitch down below is still hittable.
Right.
Because when you're doing light toss or T-work, you're not going to force them to be able to see that outside fastball or that outside curveball or something, right?
Yes.
So the great thing about this one is there is, on most pitching machines you can adjust, but this one has very strong metal locks on it.
Yeah.
And when it locks in, it won't move.
Okay.
On some of the
nice.
older models, they had the like a screw type that after, with the vibration.
That's what our softball team has, and
It
it's
loosens up
exhausting.
and starts
Yeah,
spraying.
because you're adjusting the wheel about every other pitch.
So this one's, it snaps.
Okay.
So it'll lock into that position, that spot, that location that you want, and allows you to work on that pitch so that every player can get that same feel for a mid-90s outside fastball or something like that, or a curveball or a changeup or something where they're going to have to sit there and know where that strike zone is. Obviously, umpire from umpire is different, but
Right.
again, as you get older and if they want to continue their career, that strike zone is going to get more definite on those edges.
Okay.
So that's something that's always important to have. So then also with those adjustments, you can also do the height too.
Right.
More
okay.
than just a right to left, so you can paint all four corners of that strike zone and make sure that every player understands how to hit every pitch and work
Okay.
on getting your hands through or staying back on it, drive it away, hit it
Yeah.
inside,
I think that's great.
make sure they don't chase that high pitch,
Right,
which is
yeah,
impossible.
mhm.
So then with that, you can also adjust the speed.
Okay,
This one is set for 90. You can throw it to 90 miles an hour, but that's if you're sitting at that 60 feet, that 60-foot range,
okay.
which most teams do. I don't know about what you guys have
Yeah,
done in the
that's
past,
pretty much what we work with.
but I mean, if you move it in a little closer, it does create a slight bit of a challenge, but also works on that fast reaction time.
Right,
So you don't have to sit there and work on the long pitch. You can work on trying to get those hands to move quicker on that inside pitch or on that outside pitch, however you want to work
Okay.
it. So that's another great thing. So that adjustment is done by these two dials, which can create that 90 mile an hour fastball. But also each one of them creates, or it can control both of these two wheels separately.
okay,
Having two separate wheels provides the spin and different movement
okay,
from either a changeup to a fastball that rises. I mean, that's rare, but
you
You have
never,
a-
you never know.
you never know. So that's what gives you that 90 mile an hour. So on the old ones, it was just that single wheel on the bottom, and it just came out however it came out.
Yeah.
And it's time it feeds it the way. So I mean, if you're aiming high, or if you want something that kind of has more of a sink to it, you turn the bottom one a little higher, top one a little lower, send it down, or
Okay.
vice versa, however you want to work it. And also then you can also adjust the height of it. So if you're thinking you're gonna have a taller pitcher throwing that day, then you raise it up, or lower pitcher or shorter guy's gonna throw, and you can put it down, and it's
Okay,
totally adjustable from every angle. And then also on top of that, it's all, and then the third adjustment is right on that neck. The neck,
okay,
you can tilt it.
interesting.
So well, you can have the sink, but then if you change the dials a lot, you can have the top spin, which looks like a high over the hand curveball.
Right,
But if you tilt it, then that creates a slider
Mm.
or a different curveball. And then also if you rotate it this way, it will look like it's right-handed or left-handed. So it provides
a lot of variety.
every time to pitch you can. So on this video, you can see here, it can show, so how the pitch is coming like a slider,
Right,
or
okay,
like from the other side, they see if they switch it to the other side. And then if you pitch from, a high over the hand like a Kershaw,
yeah,
or, you got like an Ottavino slurve, or, so it's,
right,
however you wanna work it, it's totally customizable for pitches, because, at this level, they're getting, like you said, you get into a point where you see the low end and the high end, and being able to create that gap, so that you're not struggling on the low end, but then also on the high end, because you can set it for those smaller schools where the guys are throwing 80,
okay,
or you can set it to
Yeah.
90 where the guys are throwing 90 at the big 5A schools.
right,
So it's just all depending on what fits your buck for what you wanna pay for it.
okay.
You like what
I
that has to offer?
definitely think it blows whatever we're using right now out of the water. So I think it could give our kids really high quality BP. So I am definitely interested.
Right, and that's what I hope, because this is gonna be something that, as a coach, when you're at the end of the year, you know that you put your players in the best position possible for the season and to help them succeed,
Yeah,
even past.
definitely.
Past
I
that
think it
4
can
years
set
of
them
field.
up for success for years.
So is there anything, you're hesitant about, or you're worried that it's not gonna fit some need?
The only thing that I'm worried about, we are a public high school and like our budget isn't the largest, so the only thing I am concerned about is the price.
Right, and so this one right now is only 99, or $199.9,
Okay,
which is about middle of the road.
mhm,
For these features aren't offered on every one of them.
okay,
So if you see over here, I have the pricing chart for the other two pitching machines that are done by Rawlings, and DeMarini also has
Okay.
continued their own one,
right,
and also then Ryan Express. So the Ryan Express one's a little cheaper,
okay,
but again, you see with the chart here, it doesn't provide that third adjustment where
Right.
it can create that top curveball, but it can't slice the side.
okay,
And then the Rawlings is the same style, but
Okay.
again, their wheels are as nice as ours. That's
Right.
the thing, these are
That's one thing I
legitimate
noticed
rubble,
is that
those are
you're-
plastic.
Yeah. And then one thing too with our softball girls, they've had a hack attack too, and
They're not,
it's a mess. So this
Yeah.
is something that is different from all the other things we've seen before. So
is
it's
this,
very.
is this something we wanna move forward
I
with right now?
think so. Yeah, I'd like to take a peek at an order form and see,
Right.
take everything through to my AD and get everything approved and get everything
Mhm.
moving forward. So.
So on top of that, just to keep in mind, you can use real baseballs,
Awesome.
but again, that's gonna put a little, it can put a little wear and tear with the speed of those,
Okay.
the wheels, and they're not soft.
Right.
But we do provide, non-dimpled balls, which are starting to become something that's great. It
Okay.
does
Yeah.
spin like a real baseball, feels like a real baseball, but it's rubber and lasts longer,
Awesome.
just like the wheel, everything else,
Yes, we
and
might
that's,
be interested in those as well. So.
longevity is the key for everything here at
Yes.
Jugs.
Perfect.
So that's also with the order form. If you order more than 100, then you'll get, so if you order 50, then you'll get 50 free. So that 100, it's pretty much buy one, get one free on the balls.
Okay. Awesome.
So please
good to know.
take this I'll send you this in an email. So then, and I'll forward it to have your AD attached to it and make sure you both are on the same page for
Okay.
this. And thing is, once you order it, you'll have it within a week. All the
Awesome.
shipping's free. We make sure it's expedited because then time is key in baseball.
Time is money.
Right, exactly. And when you're spending big money on this, we want to make sure that you're ready to go.
Okay. Awesome.
So
that
then-
sounds perfect to me.
And then I'll send this out. I'll give a call next Monday. Does that work?
That sounds
Just
good.
to see you, and then
I'll be around.
I'll stop in again if we want to write a formal one up.
Okay.
And then we can talk to the AD and get some worked out.
Sounds perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Rob?